Hi, it's Stan with Willoway. We're here today in Clematis house to talk a little bit about some of our clematis that we have ready for Mother's Day. As you can see behind me, we've got lots of varieties, colors. This is Samaritan Joe. This is a really nice bloom, lots of buds still on here, just pretty much at peak at the moment. Real vigorous climber. It's Raymond Edmund series, and these are really premium clematis. They're not something that you're going to see run-of-the-mill. They're not your old varieties that are out there. Really bred for really beautiful performance of the flowers and color. And these things are trellised on a bamboo trellis already. We've pinched them several times to really get that fullness to them. There's probably close to 50, 60 blooms on here. And as you can see, we've got lots of them behind me. This is pretty representative of what we're selling. So there's a little bit that goes into this. We have to force these early on to get them to this stage, obviously. So we have a heating regimen that we start early spring and bring the temperature up slowly and get them going. There's about 4 to 5 pinches that we have into these currently. And a pinch means we go back and just get a lot more thickness to the plant itself. And then obviously we've got to wrap them on the trellis and get them installed to the trellis. I wanted to talk a little bit about degree days too. We've had some pretty good weather here, but it's also been stormy. A lot of the country's had some experience, some storms here. But in Avon, Ohio, we've had some temperature swings up and down. We've been in the upper 70s with nighttime temperatures upper 50s to low 60. We're at 384 currently growing degree days. Our Columbus location, Hilliard, is at 534, so there's about 150 degree growing degree differences for about a 2-hour drive just to the south, so they're quite a bit warmer. The other thing is we've had a couple pests that have emerged that are pretty important. So at 372, 374, we have lesser peach tree borer. That coincides with Ohio buckeye, which is state tree for Ohio, in full bloom, so you could use that as an indicator plant. Holly leaf miner at 375 also, adult emergence. And one of the things I wanted to mention a little bit about the emergence of some of the leaf miners is that's a midge, which is a small fly. It looks like the common house fly, but about half the size. If you see a lot of flies around some of your plants this time of year, and they look like small flies, you could have leaf miner becoming an issue there. The other one, at 406, we have euonymus scale, which will get onto your winter creeper. That is very important because you got to get that at the first egg stage, so this would be coming close to the time to treat for that. If left unchecked, euonymus scale can get really bad, so make sure you're scouting for that. You go in, you're looking for white flecks on the stems. They usually cluster pretty heavily. Euonymus scale is something that can blow out of control very quickly, so watch for that. Also, 406 good indicator plant is the Van Hout spirea, which I mentioned is coming into full bloom. It is going to be at that time, so we're coming up on that. And then just after that, real important for boxwood, is boxwood leaf miner adult emergent at 440 degree days. So you really want to get out on that if you know that could be an issue. Again, looking for those midges, the small flies out flying around, and then making sure you're proactive with that one, because once they've laid the eggs and damage is there, it's going to be there for quite a long time. So sometimes some of these pests are better to be proactive with, so just keep an eye out for things.